Over LBC. I put over LBC. Yeah, I put over LBC. Over LBC. I put over LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, from the charts to the stage, man, you know who it is. Putting on the endless, we gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over.
Technical difficulties. No idea what's going on. I've been having technical difficulties with the audio for about 15 minutes now. So that's cool. Don't know why. Absolutely nothing has changed since yesterday. It's been one of those days. Don't know why we can't hear the intro.
I put over LBC. Yeah, I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah.
All right, anyway, welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Nobody is here, so I am just going to go ahead and KMS. JK, totally JK. I have not shared the stream out, so that doesn't help at all. Let's go ahead and get that done real quick. Sorry. What a day. What a day. I don't know what's going on today, but hopefully tomorrow is less challenging. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for being here. It is Monday, April 27th, 2026 at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you all had a fantastic Monday. Hope you had a better Monday than myself. I've had worse, but today was a bit of a it was a difficult one. I'll just say that. It was a bit challenging. That's the word. But also at the same time, we can only learn and grow and continue to do the best we can. At the end of the day, we can't sweat the small stuff and we got to move on. All right, so I fully appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Indie Rock Crypto. How you doing? Thank you for being here. All set in the house. What's going on, fam? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I've got to do something. I've got to pin because since my other mods aren't as on top of the game as Alexandra G, I need to post something in the chat. Oh my gosh. If it'll act right. Post. And then pin. Okay. Got it. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Let's go ahead and get over to the charts. Good evening to everybody that has showed up so far. Yeah. I keep trying to decide which I'm not really trying to decide. I'm trying to figure out what's the best strategy for my specific time frame during my live stream. So actually, I'm really honestly, I'm trying to get back to just smart money concepts. I've always enjoyed it. It helps me. It makes more sense to me than almost anything else because I'm very analytical. So I need a lot of things to process. I don't know. But it's not even really that because I mean, it's basic stuff, man. It's liquidity sweeps. It's based on liquidity, okay? And so I kind of want to integrate a little bit more volume into my analysis, especially, well, in general, but definitely when I'm live, because I think it's important to pay attention to volume, and because you want to see the truth of the move. The truth or the proof. Now, let's go ahead and zoom out. Price, volume, time. There you go. There it is. Shout out to All Set. All Set knows. All right. Do we notice anything about this up move as it relates to the volume? We've got price pushing. What is going on with volume? Dying. Okay. Maybe tomorrow we can get another little push. Maybe not even a little push. Maybe a pretty decent push. Actually already have it drawn out. Something like this. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, the market maker sell model. Now, with the market maker sell model, this typically you get your original consolidation and then an accumulation, and then you get your smart money reversal. But sometimes you do get an accumulation and then a reaccumulation, and then you get your smart money reversal. Now, does this mean does this have to happen? Does this little part have to happen? Do we have to come up here? No. However, one of the reasons why I think we do that is because, I mean, it's literally the market maker sell model with an added reaccumulation range. High time frame key level. What is that high time frame key level? That is our weekly fair value gap. It's not on this chart, but that is our weekly fair value gap, high time frame key level. Now over here we have these equal highs that we have already taken out, like we did here. Okay, a little bit deeper of a pullback than we get right here, but that's okay. We can still run it up to take the equal highs, come up into this little consolidation range right here. So there's a little consolidation before continuation. We relatively equal highs up here. Could I see us pierce up above 85? Potentially. Maybe even getting up to 87, or actually it's 80. Well, it's 87.8, which is this naked point of control. A point of control that has not been touched. But we could also just come up to that value area low at about 85.5. No, 88.8. Hold on. Let me make sure. Boom. 85.590. There we go. 85.590. Potentially getting up to there or to that 87. And now it's saying 900. 87.900. Somewhere in there. This yellow line right here is our anchored VWAP from the October 10th crash. We also have an anchored VWAP from the all-time high, just above that. So this is our resistance band, essentially. This is essentially our resistance band. And sometimes your anchored VWAP or your VWAP in general is going to act as a magnet for price. Shout out to T.I. Joe. What's going on, T.I. Joe? Trade Intuition. How you doing, bro? I saw you in the chat, so I had to bring up the anchor or the magnets. Are you people rolling in from Trade Intuition? If you're not, make sure you guys are subscribed to Trade Intuition, so he can yell at you for following so many fake gurus. I don't think he yells at people. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But nice guy, so make sure you go and sub. Great trader, as far as I can tell. What's going on? Straga Heart, how you doing? Thank you for being here. LBCOG with our own emoji. Melissa One Love in the house. How you doing, Mel? Hope you're doing well. Amp just popped a big old upper wick. Oh, okay. LMAO. So yeah, a lot of confluence right there. And also, of course, the range fib. We have the golden pocket. That's an actual little pocket. Between the 618, I mean, that's the 618 right there, the very tippity tip. And the 0.65 or 0.66 if you're fancy. But that general area, you can see a lot of confluence there. We have the value area low of this range sitting right there at about 85, 584. So lots and lots of confluence right here. Not only that, but go to my indicators and grab my handy dandy simple moving average. Going to click on that. We're going to make it bright green so we can see it. And we're going to put this on the 200 for the daily. On the daily. 200 day. And look at where that is. Right in the same area. So many points of convergence and confluence. Where do you think that leads to? Do you think this will act as a magnet for price? Are we going to be pulling in price? Hey Melissa, in a couple of days, be prepared. You should be getting storms. Because we're getting them tonight and tomorrow. There we go. Big old fat magnet right there. This is the T.I. Joe special, because we all know how much Joe loves magnets. He loves it when our favorite gurus use the magnets. So this is going to draw price to it. Right? 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 But in all seriousness, I mean, that's basically the idea, that these things would pull price towards them in a way. You're trying to look for this short. I did catch this short last night. I got in at 79,151. Right there. I caught the short and I closed it right about here, right when we were going to change up that market structure. That's when I closed the short. I was just like, man, this kind of looking like a market maker sell model where you put in a double top, aka you put in equal highs, and then you get a pullback, and then you run the equal highs. And it would be just absolutely perfect if it did exactly this. My reputation is on the line. One trade, that's all. One trade, that's all it takes. And my reputation's on the line. So my only question is, do we come down here to this demand zone, or even lower to this general demand zone right here? And before we bounce, that's the question. Before we get the potential bounce. Now, a lot of people are looking at this low saying, oh, we created a new low. However, in my opinion, we have not created a new low. Why? Well, clean chart. Back it on up. Well, I thought this was going to be a clean chart. Was this last night? No, that was Tuesday. Anyways, what am I on? Just trading? Okay, cool. That's the purpose of just trading, because to get rid of dirtiness, stay clean. All right. So if we're just looking at our market structure, which if you've watched my market structure video and you're new to trading, you should probably watch my market structure video. Go ahead and watch the whole trading introduction, basically, to trading. I got a 10 video course. Check it out. I need to put that link in the description. Mods, No, wait. I don't think any. I think Alg Energy is the only one that's got that kind of power. Unlimited power. So, the low that matters is going to be this low right here at about 74,000. 73, 73, 7-ish? 7-ish? Why? Because that is the last low before we put in this high. This new high. And frankly, even though maybe this chart put in a higher high, there's a lot of charts that did not put in a higher high here. So I can considering that a wash for now. We'll see how it plays out. I'm trying to notice the discrepancies between the pivot points on different exchanges and trying to see what that means what ends up happening after that. So I'm trying to keep tabs on that. Thank you, Melissa One Love, for putting that in the chat. No mo storms. Nice, LBC. Thank you. So anything from this high to this low is fair game. We could come all the way down here, take this low, and then get a continuation to the upside. But when we break this low, this swing low, this is a pivot. We break below that and get a close below that here on the 4 hour. Double points, extra points if it's on the daily. Well, then that kind of goes. Now we're looking at a full reversal, taking out that low. So some would go by this low. Not me. This is the last swing low. So that's what I'm going by. And there you go. And right now I'm thinking, okay, maybe this. Something like this. Getting us up into this zone. And again, I mean, this is the most likely area to get a rejection from. Because this would be flipping support into resistance. You lose it, you come back up to it, and you lose it again. You drop again. Now I've seen the bullish charts too. I have not forgotten the bulls. Can we get some bullishness? Or can the bottom be in? Is it even possible? I mean, I think that's the obvious answer is sure. Yes. Of course it's possible. Likely? I don't know about that. I think we're actually more likely to get a rejection. Either we've already topped or we put in another high, and I think that would be the top. In fact, we don't even have to make it to this zone up here. I just think we will. We don't have to make it here. We could sweep these highs just a little bit and then roll over. So we will see. Oh, yawning a little early. Not good. Not good. Guys, I graduate from my leadership training class tomorrow. That's exciting. Yeah. So in the monthly, we also got into a monthly fair value gap as well as the weekly. Hey, Jeanette, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Do greatly appreciate it. Monthly fair value gap was tapped right there, and so was the weekly. Look at that. That level is also right about the midpoint of that weekly FVG. Let's pull a fib from high to low. Yeah, just above that is the golden pocket. So yeah, I mean, there's so much confluence here, man. So much confluence. Congraties. Thank you. 4-month bear market seems unlikely. Oh, you made... Typically, we go longer. And yes, I absolutely agree. Can we not? Oh my goodness. RS, the ADHD trader. Hey, shout out to you, RS. It's my kind of trader. Are you me? Oh, look, it's me. Squirrel. There you go. Proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. So last night we were talking about how we did come back into this range. We did get a close above this range here on the weekly chart, which could be bullish. However, we have to account also for opens, closes. Look at that one. That one's like right there too. That wick. It's pretty. It's pretty. But yeah, if we want to get back, no matter what, Bitcoin needs to prove itself. Okay. The weekly also closed below the 50% retracement of this range. Oh, and another level that we have in my little area is the 0.382. 0.382. I think that's of this move, or is it from bottom to top? It would help if I just went over to the chart that I already have it drawn on, but I didn't. It's this one. 382 right there had 83,895. So not only do you have that, but you have the golden pocket of this range from high to low sitting right there. You got that 382 sitting right in the middle of it. You've got, let's see, high to low here. You've got this 382 sitting just above that. So I mean, this is the zone, man. If we don't just go ahead and reject from here. If we push up again, I think that's the zone. Putting on the magnets for the memes. How did it spin around like that? Oh, whoa, what? Whoa, whoa. Oh, there it goes. Interesting. So we'll see. We'll see if it wants to suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup. Suck it up. Buttercup. Oh, there it is. I was like, where'd my VWAP go? All right, there's my anchored, both anchored VWAPs right there at that level. We have the 382 of this range from high to low, from all-time high to the low here. 382 again sitting right above, right there it is, right above that golden pocket. And then we also have the 382 from the low to the high. There we go. Open this up. We've got too many things on here without a lock. Need to be locked. We gotta lock the things so that they don't move. All the things. Okay. All right. JR, I can't believe you didn't come to see me in Vegas. I can't believe I didn't have the money to pay for it. Otherwise I totally would. Sorry. Sorry. I can't believe you didn't even tell me you were going. I had to find it through some guy on YouTube. He was streaming trades and stuff. Oh wait, that was you. Dang. Auto gang. What's going on, Alex? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by at least and saying hello and all that, and shame me. So what is price doing currently? Let's go ahead and get into that. Let's see where we are right now. All right, so I have an anchored VWAP from this morning's high up here. Was that this morning? Last night? From last night's high. And right now, it is trying to act as a support, but we have lost it. So we'll see if it wants to come up and lose a resistance and turn it into resistance. We shall see. We shall see. Below VWAP, bears are in control. Above VWAP, bulls are in control. You look for the VWAP slap. As Alex so eloquently puts it. And yeah, it's not. This isn't what you really want to see typically. Sometimes you will get consolidation before a push. Oftentimes that comes after you've broken it and then you consolidate on top and then you go. But you really want to watch those wicks at the Anki V's. You really want to watch the wicks. And what? Volume. Shout out to 90s anxiety medicine. We've got you see the spike in the volume right at this anchored VWAP? Kind of crazy. Then you get the down move. Then you get the push to the upside. Do a big hug to Billy and Givers Gain peeps. Or are they there? I really wish I would have went there. That would have been nice. That would have been super nice. A lot of volume in this candle right here, and look where price reacted. See that? So big volume, biggest volume from this high to current price. Biggest volume was this 3-minute candle right here. Let's get it down to the 1. Look at that spike. Interesting that this volume got bigger on this one on the 1 minute, but on the 3-minute, that wasn't the case. Look at this volume die off too as price is pushing lower, and you get that big green push. Not enough to really give it a big push, but enough to catch a bounce, right? On the 1 minute. But this is why you have to watch volume. Let's go ahead and pull this candle and just see our reaction. Look at that. The midpoint right up to it. Very close. Very close. But that's yeah, that'd be pretty nice. So this is what I mean. Drag down, push higher. Pull back, push higher. This is not where you're supposed to enter, although a lot of people like to enter here. No, you want to see that break of a swing low. Once you get that, okay, now we're looking for the retrace to sell into. In this instance, once you get the break of the low in here, break, we leave behind this consolidation range. And that's what we push into and reject from. So that little move right there could be, you know, in 15 minutes, you're making not you know, you're making a little bit, not a whole lot, but you're making a little bit. To the low, 0.14. Put some leverage on that. That's looking pretty tasty. Let's see, at 10x gives you a 1.4%. So, I mean, go a little bit higher, manage your risk properly. Maybe wait for that rejection of the range here. Also the sandwich. We talk about the sandwich all the time. And look at where price reacts multiple times until it finally actually rolls over here. And we have equal lows down here, so it might be going for those, but right now its current target was these lows. We'll see what it ends up doing. Some equal highs right here. Did it touch those? Yeah, look at that. Some old equal highs that got taken out. And you're seeing a pickup in volume right at those too. So that's the thing about equal highs and equal lows. They are definitely liquidity levels. This is where you're going to get liquidity. Why? Because the level was so strong, had so many orders in it, that you pushed away from it after hitting it multiple times. The other thing about equal highs and equal lows is that is where people place their stops. Because when you first get into trading, you learn about a little thing called support and resistance. And you're taught that if you get multiple touches, that's a strong level. And this is where you should put your stop loss. Because that level is so strong that we got bounces off of it. What they don't tell you is that the level is strong because there's liquidity there. And liquidity means market maker food. Because those dirty market makers need liquidity. And they need to eat them. To eat. They need it to eat. Quite literally. It's their job. So yeah. So pretty nice little taparoo here. Someone somewhere was drawing a 1 minute head and shoulders here and getting absolutely wrecked. Shoot. Oh, Pete. Nom nom nom. There you go. Oh, look at that. Give me the equal lows. Look at that there. Look at that there. Are you gonna go lower than that too? You going for this low too? This isn't good for bulls. Actual job description. One tripped out when I first learned that. What actual job description? What? Oh. I did have a long up here. And it got stopped out right here. Actually, right at the low. Looking for a little scalpy scalp. But Bitcoin had other plans. Of course, I did have these levels mapped out, so looking for a reversal from the key levels. I was trying to get I got the bounce off the VWAP and I got a little bit of a bounce, but yeah, it didn't want to keep up the bouncing. So we'll see. Take the low and then get a push, or do we got to go lower? That's the question. We do have this anchored VWAP from the swing low down here at about $75,959. $52. 75. Oh, 957. Can't read. Sorry. And then we also have this demand level down here at about 75,883. Sorry, it's like so tiny because I need all the candles on my chart, which I know I can increase the text size, but why do that when I can struggle? Bring to struggle. Not that I don't struggle on the daily or anything, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see. So value area of this range here, we are at the value area low. We did break it, currently back testing it. See if this gets a bearish reaction here. Nice big candle for the move, so it's showing that there's some truth to this move. To the down move. Let's see, call that inducement or displacement. Almost inducement. Displacement. I mean, that was it's a pretty clear sign on the volume that that's looking shaky. I kind of want to go short. I don't like these types of plays. Shorting at the lows, no thank you. No thank you. Reject you, candle. Zero. LMAO, godly. Set, I'm dying over here. Send it to 0, JR. We need to reload the printer. Actual job description. I tripped out when I first learned that. Oh, about the market makers. Oh, that they eat liquidity? Yes, yes. That is their actual job description. LMAO, godly. Fist facement? Yeah, sure. Now all the longs enter break even and spike on buys and back to selling. Potentially. I'm still not leaving the possibility of this out. I really want this. Just because it would be so epic to short from here. And for it to do this. So epic. It's kind of what I want to see. Look at that volume just going down, down, down. As price is moving up. Not what you want to see. Not at all. Fib replacement. Rib replacement. You guys are silly. You guys are silly gooses. I like David's path plan too. Yeah. Looking for it, man. Yep. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. I think I'm a bit on Bitcoin for a minute now. Haven't looked at anything else. This is FOMC week. It is Jerome Powell's probably last FOMC as Fed chair. He can still be part of the board. He can just no longer be Fed chair. So we'll see if he wants to stick around or if he's going to retire off into the sunset. I say, just retire, bro. You don't need the headache. But honestly, I'm going to miss Jerome Powell. I don't know why, but he's just easier for me to listen to. Hearing highlights. Actually, I'm surprised that I did not catch any of what's his nuts, Kevin Warsh's hearing. If I remember correctly, I don't really like the sound of his voice. But let's see. Who should we go with? CBS? Does it really matter?
Meanwhile, President Trump's nominee to replace his Fed chair, Jerome Powell, faced a lot of questions from lawmakers in the Senate. Happened on Capitol Hill this morning. We're talking about Kevin Warsh. He sat down before the Senate, answered a lot of questions, especially about his views on inflation and interest rates, things that really hit you in your wallet, right? Republican Senator Tom Tillis laid out his reasoning for voting against Warsh. Watch.
I'm not going to ask you anything. You can take a break and get ready for the bludgeoning on the other side. They're going to beat you till you bleed, and then they're going to beat you for bleeding. I'm going to talk about what's preventing me from being in a position to vote for you until we've spent time together in my office. You have extraordinary credentials. They're impeccable. I think the way you're dealing with the ethics issue is strong. Problem I have.
Live to Capitol Hill and CBS News congressional reporter.
Quiet. I don't want to watch all this. I just want to hear Kevin Warsh speak.
Direction, but he believes that attorneys at the Justice Department are leading the charge. But at the heart of should he.
Do you suspect that he chose you because you indicated to him that you want to cut rates?
Senator, I don't know the reason for the president's choice, but I can tell you what I've been writing about for 15 years and what I said to the president, which is
you're going to I'll cut rates if you give me the job.
No, that's not what I said, Senator. Now, the president, as you might know, much like virtually all presidents I've either known or studied, presidents tend to be for cutting rates. I think the difference is President Trump expresses it quite publicly without surrogates or subterfuge, but presidents want lower rates.
He ain't the guy, bro. He ain't the guy. He ain't it. He's not it, bro. He can't be. I just no. He can't be it. Oh man, altcoins, poor altcoins. Come on, get the push up to the 50 and then roll over. Just so I can expand this out and make this just absolutely perfect. What you saying, Joe? What's up? So yeah. Altcoins about to get absolutely decimated. Again. Probably. We'll see. USDT dominance catching a bid. We do have the 200 daily simple moving average sitting below it. So technically still above support. Benjamin Cowan uses the bull market support band, but he calls it the bear market resistance band during bear markets. Pretty clever. But it's giving some support for USDT dominance. And of course, if USDT dominance pushes to the upside, then that means that we are seeing downside in our risk on assets. And this is actually looking kind of bullish right now. Kind of second guessing my market, my sell model here. Especially if this gets a push and a breakout, then that means Bitcoin's been pushing down. Not good. Not good. Total 3. Bear market resistance band, just at about $760 billion market cap. You can see that, let's see, this is 24. So you can see once we, wait, what am I on right now? The daily? So this is including, oh, this is X, oh, what am I on? Total 3. Oh, I thought I was on total 2. My bad. Total 3. Which is all of the altcoins, excluding Ethereum. No Bitcoin or Ethereum in this. So you can see we come back, we backtest the bear market resistance band, and we push down. I got this from a video that I watched by Benjamin Cowan earlier today. And so just shout out to him. And so yeah, so in pullbacks and in bear markets, we tend to get rallies into that band and then roll over. You get the rally here into the band, roll over. You get the rally here. You do break it briefly, but then you roll on over. Get up to it again, roll over. Then you get above it and you can see you're still kind of going sideways here. The band is starting to trend more sideways. And that shows more accumulation after a major distribution, or really markdown, because technically the top is your distribution, then you get your markdown phase. So see that one, it bounced off of it 1, 2. This one came up short 3 times. This one a little bit above, broke down, missed it there, came up to it, dropped again. So literally every time during a bear market that prices rallied back to that band, it has rolled over. So you get above both that and the 200-day SMA, and we're starting to look like things are getting better. Okay, so we got to get above those for the altcoins. Sitting right here as well, got to get above those for the altcoins. What's going to be the catalyst for altcoin decimation? Catalyst? I don't know. I'm not much for catalysts. Tends to be, the narrative tends to follow or tends to be right on time. Just so happens to be. Well, shout out to Meet Damien. How you doing, bro? Thank you for stopping by. Mad love and respect. Respect the streaming hustle. Catalysts. I don't know. I've been seeing some stuff about the Clarity Act potentially not getting passed until next year, getting pushed back until next year. Right now, I think it's still kind of pushing more towards Q3, Q4. Rejection. Maybe let's say the Dems win the House and the Senate. The Clarity Act goes up, goes into the House. This is in November. I think maybe, man, if you go into next year and the Dems have the House and the Senate, that's not ideal for the Clarity Act, or really anything else for that matter. But it's not ideal for any of them to be there, in my opinion. But when it comes to crypto, you don't really want the Democrats in charge. Catalyst. Something to do with the Iran war, continuation of the Iran war. I mean, technically it's not even over. Just kind of chilling right now. Something like that. Getting into the summer and seeing gas prices continue to rise, seeing oil continue to rise, seeing energy continue to rise. This is our energy sector, the XLE. I was looking at this a couple months ago, then I saw, again, Benjamin Cowan going over it today, and he pointed out how, see, I'm using other person's analysis. That's okay, because I found it interesting, and I respect Benjamin Cowan. So, but he said something along the lines of, oil or XLE energy tends to put in highs when Bitcoin's putting in its lows. And so we haven't gotten that yet here. His theory is that you get the bounce here in XLE, you put in a new high, and that is when Bitcoin is putting in a low. And this is in weeks. So, and its all-time high is what he's talking about, not just the next high. Whatever its all-time high ends up being, we should see a bottom for Bitcoin. So, catalyst is freaking anything, man. A Trump tweet. I don't know. I honestly do not know, man. I just wait for the thing. I just wait for the move. I wait for the level to get taken. It just happens sometimes to be right around the time of some narrative, and I try to not pay attention too much to narratives. It, let me rephrase. I put, just like any analyst worth their salt, in my opinion, it's only one piece of the puzzle, the narratives. Narratives can drive price, absolutely, 100%. We've seen it time and time again, narratives driving price. Oftentimes, you have what's called, I'm sure you've heard it before, if you've been in crypto or trading for any amount of time, sell the news event. Typically, that happens when something, let's just be real, you get an announcement of some kind, or you get you hear about Bitcoin ETFs are going to be getting approved on this date. So you see price moving up leading into the launch. And then what do you get? You get the launch, you get a surge, and then you get a drop. Because that's how it happens, man. I remember like the first big one that I felt of that. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's go to 4 hour. The first one that I ever felt, or the first time I got a whiff of that, was all the way back over here. It was the 2021, the first all-time high, peak euphoria, right here. I remember this day. I thought it was 420. Oh wait, I'm on the week. No, I'm on the 4. No, it wasn't 420. Where's 420? I thought we peaked on 420. Guess not. Peaked before that. Anyways, that is the high, right? Yeah. Is that? I thought. Oh, what did I just close? Whoops. April 14th. Okay. Yeah, that's that one right there. It was Coinbase's IPO. Coinbase's IPO marked the top of this cycle. Because this was the peak euphoria. This is when I say I remember where I was that day. I remember exactly what I was doing when that happened. And I remember seeing the drop, feeling that drop. Did not know it would lead to this. Did not know that would lead to this. I had an idea because at the time I was watching, I was still pretty fresh, so I was watching Blockchain Backer. And he was warning people around here, and he ended up being absolutely 100% correct. And then we left behind the equal highs over here, so of course we had to run back for them, right? Of course we had to run back for them. And then we left these here, so of course we had to run back for those eventually, right? Eventually we come back for them. Eventually we come back for them. Years later. But we come back for them. Look at that. That one, first little consolidation range, then you break. That one, push up. Where do you come back to? Those old equal lows or highs. Come right back to them. Push off of that. Equal highs, equal lows, equal bros. Whatever. So yeah, so we're getting that rejection. We'll see if it wants to give us that one last little push. I don't know what would get it there. What would cause it? I mean, what caused any of this, right? Like, really, what caused any of this? Honestly, a lot of people say that, the Iran war marks the bottom because of peak fear and all this stuff. But what a lot of people don't realize is people wanted to start selling then. We're going into a risk-off environment. When I say people, I mean people with money. And in order to get those sell orders in, all those big sell orders, we have to get people, retail, dumb money, believing we are pushing to the upside. We are engineering liquidity for institutions, for big money interest, whoever, and we are going to get absolutely taken advantage of because that's what they do. But they have to be able to get that market churning in order to get those orders in. You can't sell if no one's buying. So you've got to push the price up, even if just temporarily. You've got to get that price pushing up. That way you can fill your orders. People are talking about the open interest and the negative funding rate, not realizing that that could be market makers placing their shorts on the way to the upside. As they are spot bidding price, because this is the shenanigans. Or it's just how markets are built and made. For the most part, that is the case. But anyways, they can increase, they can start building up shorts as price is getting marked up. And then once they're ready, they hit that sell button. You get the sell off, the initial sell off. And every single dip, someone's buying. And what are they doing? Selling off that spot that they were doing bidding. They were using to bid price up. They start selling that spot. And what's happening at the same time? They're making money on their shorts. Sell some spot, make money on your shorts. Sell some spot, make money on your shorts. Sell some spot, make money on your shorts. Helps to make money. Or to have money. Funny how I've just had this sitting here and look at where it ended up. Crazy. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. This specific bars pattern. Interesting. So yeah, I think we still go lower 54K, 55, somewhere in there. But anyways. Yeah, catalyst, I don't know. Trump farted? No. Something energy, maybe I won't say AI bubble popping because that would be very bad. It's kind of crazy that we're getting this type of move here. I was starting to become a little optimistic yesterday after the weekly close back into the range, giving us the potential for the expanded flat correction. But I told you guys last night, pretty sure that I'm still leaning more towards the bear side. Because no significant levels have been broken. And with that said, I do have one more thing to share before I get out of here. I think it was on the Coinbase chart, or was it Bitstamp? Maybe it was Bitstamp. We're about to find out. I think it was Bitstamp. Here's maybe it wasn't Bitstamp. Hold on. I gotta find it. Drum roll, please. See, it's not gonna be this one. I got too much crap on this one. I really need to go in here and sort this all out. Maybe it was the Binance chart. What was I drawing on? I'm on the right layout. I had this whole thing ready to go. Is it on index? Was it when I deleted everything earlier because I thought it was clean? It was okay to do that? I bet it was. Yeah, ay caramba. Anyways, I found an interesting fractal. I'll just go ahead and let's just do this. Just give me 1 second. It won't take but a second. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, found the fractal. Okay. All right. Yes, yes. Okay, let's move that over here. And right there. All right. It's pretty close. Anyways, so this is what I was trying to find. Okay, here we go. Just hit 7K followers on TikTok today. Oh, nice. Congratulations. This fractal is your hopium, okay? Here's your hopium. We do come up, we do get the rejection where we have all the confluence. Pretty harsh rejection, but then we go sideways after that. And if we go sideways after that rejection, and we start seeing altcoins kind of get popping off in here, okay? Some altcoins, doesn't have to be everything, but it has to be, you know, a decent amount. It can't just be, you know, a few. Like, we got to see some altcoins starting to make some moves here, okay? Then we got to see almost everything go with Bitcoin on this move here. And this is where we get up into my potential dead cat bounce zone. However, dead cat bounce could be a fake out and we get another push to the upside. Do I think this is going to happen? Obviously, no. My thesis is still bearish. But I just noticed the fractal and I was like, that's interesting. Because I was looking really for something that looked like the horseshoe, the double top, and the pullback to take out the low. And this one, I mean, it even had to pull back here, consolidate, push lower. So I was looking for that pull back here, consolidate, push lower, and then get that push to the upside. And this one just so happened to line up pretty close to that. So trying to get the visual in there. But basically, this is, you come up, yeah, you slapped your head up here, but you're coming back down to support, or to demand rather, and you're holding it and going sideways. You do something like this, and you're almost getting me to believe in a bull market. But without that, this is another reason why this swing low is the swing low that needs to hold. If you can hold that, and you don't get a close below that daily, 4 hour even, then this can absolutely occur. Okay. Now, this would be a midsummer run-up, and midsummer run-ups tend to lead to pretty decent crashes. So just be aware of that. Be aware of that. So anyways, 10 minutes over, just so I could show you guys that. Thank you all for joining me this evening. If you enjoyed tonight's stream, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and that notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content and when I go live. As always, nothing on the channel is financial advice. It is for education and entertainment purposes only. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that you heard on this show. Do your own research. Keep watching to learn charting, learn trading, and all that good stuff. And for other things, I'm coming up with new content ideas, especially for the members. So, snag you a $3 membership. That's all it is. Help support the channel. Really, number one way to help support the channel is to like and share. Need that share. So if you wouldn't mind, please sharing. Sharing is caring. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow night after my graduation. And yeah, very exciting. Let you guys know how that all how that went. Yeah. All right. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Let's hit that bingo bango. Bye.
Yeah. Trade intuition. Story time. Story time. Walking on the treadmill, breaking down charts. Everybody online playing fake parts. Rent a Lambo, fake guru starter pack, then disappear when the market snap back. And stop drawing maggots on your chart like price guaranteed. That move can go anywhere, that's reality. Everybody searching shortcuts. I'm teaching patience while I run it up. Story time. Story time. It's time to get that money. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. It's time to get that money. Bingo, 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 bingo. Story time. Now we run it. Everybody screenshot wins. High losses from all day friends. I just tell the truth online. That's why real ones tap in. Walking miles while I stream. Built this all without a scheme. Everybody selling fantasy. I just show what trading means. No fake gurus. No fake gurus. No fake flex. No fake magnets. What's next? Bingo. Bingo, 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 bingo. Bingo magnets. Bingo, 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 bingo. No magnets. I put on price go. Anywhere. Story time. Story time. Trade intuition. Still winded. Every loss became a lesson. Pain became progression. Most people want overnight wins. I just trust the repetition. When the setup finally hit, that hard work feel different. That's why when we cash out big, everybody scream this. Bingo, bingo. Bingo, 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 bingo. It's time to get that money. Bingo, bingo. No fake gurus. No magnets. Story time. Story time. Story time.